Boom! We are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Life as a Chad YouTube channel. I thank all of you for being here, wherever you may be, and of course, however you may be listening. I just quickly wanted to update you guys and do a quick video on the Iowa caucus, the results there. It's pretty straightforward. Trump did indeed win by a pretty substantial margin, which really all the polling has told us. I'm not somebody who goes off of the polling myself. I go more off of Vegas and what Vegas says if I'm going to use any source at all. I'm not saying polling is not accurate to a certain extent, but the thing with polling is that there are always variables that come into play that they do not take into account. It's impossible to take everything into account. So let me go ahead and get my screen shared here. I think the real thing, well, before we get into any of that, I want to ask you guys to smash the subscribe button, support a fellow king out. At the very least, like, comment, share. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's get into this. So I think the main thing here that I was looking for was the second and third place finishes. I was also curious to see how Vivek did, but honestly, I pretty much knew how Vivek was going to do because ultimately there's a lot of overlap between Trump and Vivek. And right now, so I put it to you guys like this. If Trump weren't in the race, a lot of those people would vote for Vivek. If Vivek was not in the race, a lot of those same people would vote for Trump, as you guys saw here. If both of them are in the race, obviously most of them end up voting for Trump. But you guys get my point. You guys catch my drift, if you will. So, I was never expecting Vivek to have substantial numbers because as long as Trump is in the race, he's always going to take a lot of the votes that Vivek would get. Not all, okay? I'm not saying all, but a lot of them. And that's just the way it is. So, and as you guys well know, you can't vote for more than one person. You can only vote for one, and that's what counts. So it looked like Trump had 51%. It's just dropped down here as I had it on. This is Google. It looks like they're getting this from the Associated Press. He gained 40 delegates here. 50.9% of the votes, 52,263 votes. Ron DeSantis came in second, garnering 21,857 votes, gaining 4 delegates. And this was the main thing that I was looking for, was the battle between the neocons, DeSantis and Haley. Now, personally, I can stomach DeSantis a lot more than I can stomach Haley because, DeSantis, even though he is bought and paid for in a lot of ways, I hate to burst your bubble if you don't believe that. He still has done a lot of good things in Florida that I like. And he has, especially on the culture war issues, gay marriage, LGBTQ being taught or not taught in the school system, educational resources, COOF. Now, Trump definitely has gone in on DeSantis and said that basically he, and Haley for that matter, has as well, that early on he was as bad, if not worse, than a lot of liberals, Democrats. But I can give him a pass because in the end, he made the right call. And whereas Trump, I can't say that. I mean, Trump is still as much of a coof hounder as it comes, unfortunately. Now, my thoughts on coof have changed slightly. From both sides, there was a lot of rhetoric, a lot of extremism that was being promoted. From the right wing, it was being concerned about, some of the common tropes were that we would be locked down indefinitely, that there would be vaccine passports, that there would be no end in how many shots that they required of us to get. And, you know, honestly, it was with good reason. I mean, some states and countries, for that matter, New Zealand, Australia, really did promote that and push that. Various European countries and various states, California, New York, they did try to implement a lot of that stuff. But if you take a look around, and it's not to say that it may not come back, and the deep state may not push it back into effect in order to win the election in much the same way that they did in 2020. But, it has subsided, it has relaxed, and people are really starting to move off of it. I don't really see any vaccine passports in the United States. It doesn't take away that a lot of businesses required people to get the shots. If they didn't, they'd be let go, they'd be terminated. People lost their livelihoods for it, and there's still a lot. There are people who still need to be held accountable. For example, I was watching some highlights of Novak Djokovic at the Australian Open. Him, playing various sports. He was alley-ooping a basketball, and you know what? Let's see if I can find that really quickly. But it just made me think about like how full circle we have come. And I think the Australian Open is a good example of how much has subsided and relaxed a little bit. But in the end, it also made me think about how the Australian Open just a year ago, 2 years ago, wouldn't even allow Novak to participate in their Open. Many big time tournaments did not allow Novak to participate in their tournament. So, it just, we cannot forget things like that. And it's just absolutely hypocritical how the Australian Open is now rolling out Novak Djokovic front and center. And it really goes to show that in Western society, in capitalistic societies, one of the drawbacks to it is, for the most part, a majority of the time, they will do and say whatever will benefit them to earn more money. Uh, whether it be forcing them to get a shot or saying that they cannot participate in their event unless they get the shot, or 2 years later, now people see Novak, due to his stance being as popular as ever, them trying to benefit from his popularity when they were the causes for his popularity. So you guys can see here, they have him front and center, and he is such an awesome guy, by the way. I totally support this guy. I don't know if he's an Orthodox Christian. I wouldn't be surprised if he was. And he's just awesome. He's an entertainer. He's a great guy. And just a phenomenal athlete, and he put it all on the line with the whole vaccine thing. So, anyways, going back, so this is him. You guys can check it out. Him being, put front and center in the Australian Open, just 2 years removed from them not allowing him to even participate. So, but anyways, going back to the topic of the video, Trump has said that about DeSantis, and but in the end, Trump also instituted a lot of the hysteria that we saw surrounding COOF. So, take that for what it is. But Ron DeSantis, his strategy paid off. He campaigned solely in Iowa. He hardly went anyplace else, and it paid off. I mean, he got second by a pretty small margin. But well, I mean, 2 percentage points, I guess, is not that small. I guess in a state like Iowa, it's actually pretty significant. Um, Especially when a majority of the votes went to Donald Trump. Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley, let's see, 9 + 1, 2, 3, 4. They didn't even get combined the amount of votes that Donald Trump got. Donald Trump is as popular as ever. He really is. Let's see what some, and then you guys can see Vivek. got 7,000 votes, 7%. And I think actually that says a lot about Vivek, to be honest. He was polling at like 3%, 2%. So the fact that he got 7%, I think is actually pretty good. Pretty good. So let's see Iowa caucus results. Let's see if anybody has any reactions to it. Uh Trump wins, Haley and DeSantis battle for second. I'm gonna let's see. Oh, that's not even a art. It's not even an article here. Doesn't even have an article. Where's the article? Oh, here it is. Haley needs to do well in cities with college educated voters, of course, uh soft core liberals is what they're talking about. Um, let's see. Let's go to Revolver News and see what they have on this. I want to see if there's any analysis on it. Um, not really surprising results. Trump crushes Hawkeye State. Let's see what this is from Breitbart. Um, let's see. Former President Donald Trump cruised to victory in the Iowa caucuses Monday, serving as a likely harbinger of what is to come in subsequent nominating contests. And the deep state knew this, which is why they were trying to not even allow him to participate because they knew that they could not win fair and square. This just shows you what we're up against, folks. I obviously have had my critique of Trump, but he's a means to an end. He is the he is the bomb that we needed to drop in order to pave a way for what we need to happen to save this country. If that makes sense. Um, CNN and the Associated Press called the caucuses for Trump just 30 minutes into the nominating process, with less than 1% of the vote reporting. Let's see. With the contest being called so early, the question remains just how big of a victory Trump will pull off. And if polling trends and the current results are indicative of anything, he is headed for historic territory. If he eclipses 12.8% margin of victory, he will reportedly have the largest margin of victory ever in a contested Republican Iowa primary, Reuters noted, citing the Trump campaign. Late Senate Majority Leader Bob Dole enjoyed the record 12.8% margin of victory in 1988 over televangelist Pat Robertson. So, and obviously Bob Dole did not win the presidential nomination. So, I wouldn't read into that too much, but it definitely does speak to how popular Trump is within the Republican conservative movement. You know what? Fuck the Republican movement party. How popular he is in the conservative movement, the right wing movement. The results, as they currently stand, show Trump overperforming the latest polling trends, including in the Real Clear polling average, where Trump landed at 52.5% as of Monday, 33.7 percentage points ahead of former Governor Nikki Haley at 18.8%. It also showed DeSantis at 15.7 and entrepreneur Vivek at 6.8. So Vivek did overperform. The trend spells trouble for Haley and DeSantis, and for the moment, corroborates co- corroborates months of polls showing them well behind the 45th president. Iowa has 40 delegates, which will be divided by the candidate's statewide vote share, as NBC noted. So that is that. Let's see if there's anything else on it. 68% believe Joe Biden illegitimate. Interesting. It's DeSantis has 95% chance of getting second. It's over for Bird Brain. This is a tweet. NYT projection updated. Trump 51, DeSantis 21, Haley 19, Vivek 8. DeSantis has 95% chance of getting second. It's over for Nikki new taxes. Wow. Let's see. I don't know if this is just for Iowa or yeah, this is just for Iowa. Um, so there you guys have it. I mean, not much more to really say on this topic. Trump totally dominated as I expected. Um, I think the real question is, will he, let's see, 21, 22, 20, so 21, 31, 41. So he's almost up by 30 percentage points. Holy shit. So he's up by, let's see, 6, 9, 29.6%. Holy shit. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Let me know what you guys think. Is what we saw in Iowa indicative of what we're going to see nationwide? I think it is, with the exception of a few states. It just goes to show, again, the real clear takeaway from this is Trump is as popular as ever, and really he is the only option. If we have any hope of this country being turned around from the shit show that it is, really he is the only option. I think Vivek has said and done a lot of good things of late, but it's still a little too early to tell with him. But Vivek did seem to overperform. Nikki Haley got third. Great news. I'm very happy about that she did not take second. That will definitely make a lot of the Fox nerds and establishment conservatives not happy. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. At the very least, like, comment, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill. And last but not least, DBAP, don't be a pussy alone. Facts are feelings, because your feelings just don't matter. Love you, King. See you guys next time. Christ is King. Peace.